going? I have just been loving these like sit down chatty vlogs, and so I'm gonna keep them coming. Today I just want to chat with you guys about something that I have been getting asked since I posted a few body positive videos. So if you don't know, or if you are not a follower of my channel, I am a mom of a 9-year-old daughter, and I do promote like body confidence and body positivity and that kind of thing. And so I get a lot of questions from moms on how I can foster those thoughts and feelings in my own daughter. I thought I would make a video for all of you parents out there to young girls on how you can offer support and how you can help your daughters and even your sons. These things will work for little boys as well, because there are recently just as many body confidence issues in little boys as there are in little girls. So for any child really, but these are the strategies that I use most with my daughter because my toddler is just a little guy so far. So promoting body positivity or body confidence in your kids is a challenging task in this day and age. So in this day and age, kids see photoshopped images and they don't realize that they're photoshopped. They see Instagram girls and boys and all kinds of things. They see a lot of nudity. They see a lot of things that are not real, and a lot of expectations are placed on bodies and a lot of comparisons are made between bodies. And so this is how we in our house foster body confidence and self-love and feelings of self-worth in our kiddos. So the first piece of advice that I have for you guys out there is to fake it till you make it. So when I was first starting out as a parent, I was very young. I was 21 and I still was dealing with a lot of body confidence issues. I, was still weighing myself probably once a week. I was still dieting. I was still just not in a healthy place. Like, I didn't want my then boyfriend, now husband, to even touch my stomach. I was uncomfortable wearing a 2-piece swimsuit. I was uncomfortable wearing leggings. Like, I was just not in a great place with my body, but I knew that I wanted better than that for my daughter. I wanted her to feel confident, and I wanted her to feel like she could be anybody she wanted to be, in any body that she wanted to be, in any career that she wanted. I just wanted her to feel like the world was her oyster. As soon as she was born, she was just like magic. I just fell in love with her, and I am still like 100% head over heels in love with my daughter, and I just want her to be able to have the world. So that's a little that's a tangent, but what I had to do is I had to fake body confidence, right? So I would never comment on my body in front of her. I very rarely let her come into the bathroom when I was putting on makeup, because I don't know, like I as an adult understand that that's just something that I like to do. I don't put on makeup because I feel like I have to, but I don't think that having that modeled to a young child is necessarily healthy all the time, because maybe she would feel like her skin isn't good enough. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking the whole thing, but that is something that I did. I wore clothes that were fitted and I was okay with it. I just projected this feeling of confidence to her and this feeling that I loved myself, even though like some days I didn't. And even today, like, I get a lot of comments from you guys about how I'm really confident and how you guys really appreciate that I'm so confident, but there are days when I still like pick at the imperfections on my body, and like I don't love myself as much as I should. My number one tip for parents out there is to fake it until you make it. So when you're in front of your kids, act confident, wear the short skirt, wear the tights, do what you want to do, be comfortable in your skin, and then if you need a minute to just kind of like let it out, do that when your kids aren't around, maybe when they can't see what's going on. So fake it till you make it. That is my number one tip. Show kids, be the example of body confidence. My second tip for parents out there trying to promote body confidence in their kids is to watch your words. I will never forget going to a family gathering, or maybe more than one, where my grandfather, who I'm not villainizing him at all. I absolutely love my grandparents and my grandfather, but he came from a time when men were allowed to comment on women's bodies, and I have never been a small girl. Even at my smallest, I was still what some people would consider to be a thicker girl, or like a curvy girl. Like that's just the build of my body. That's just who I am. I've always had really broad shoulders. That's just me. But my grandfather thought that it was appropriate to comment on it, and at almost every family gathering he would comment on my weight or the weight of my cousins or like what we were eating or whatever. And I just remember those words were really powerful to me. I realized that I was not okay, and that my skin and my body was not okay, and that other people were looking at my body and thinking that it wasn't okay. So watch your words with your kids. I just never want her to feel like she is being demoralized or like that I think her body isn't good enough. And if someone in our family comments on her body or says something like that, I'm the first one to stand up for that and to make it right. And know that your kids are listening. So when you are making an offhanded comment about the scantily clad, overweight, overaged woman at the mall, they're listening. When you comment on the size of the Kardashians' rear ends, they're listening. When you comment on how that woman looks on the cover of the magazine without her makeup, they're listening. So just watch your words, be really careful with your language. Like I said in my previous video about how to be confident, don't compare anyone else's body to yours, and don't make comments on other people's bodies. It's not a healthy thing, and it doesn't help your kids when they see that you are doing that. So just be really careful with your language and your words, and that's always something that we do at our house. The third tip that I have for parents trying to promote body confidence in their kids is to honor physicality. Teach your kids that their bodies are so much more than things to be looked at and things to be adorned and things to be commented on. Teach them that their bodies have a purpose. So I like to get my daughter in things that move her body and that make her feel strong. So last year she got to do softball. We talked about potentially doing karate. I know a couple of my friends who have enrolled their kiddos in yoga. So just teach your kids that being physical with their body and being strong is more important than what their body looks like on the outside. Encourage your kids to get moving, but also be a role model for physicality yourself. Get out there and get moving. I've seen way too many parents sitting on the sidelines who want to play with their kids, but who don't because they're afraid of something jiggling, or they're afraid of, their dress flying up or whatever. Get out there and be active with your kids, and you can teach them that their bodies are made to move and they are made to be healthy in that way. The fourth tip that I have for teaching body confidence in your kids is to talk about aspects of others that you think are beautiful and wonderful. So humans are incredibly diverse. We are, we come in different packages, we come in different skin tones, and we come in different heights and weights and all kinds of things. We are just all packaged differently. And I think it's important to appreciate that diversity and to talk about how different people can be beautiful in their own ways, and the ways in which everyone can be beautiful. So in our family, we talk about mom's warm smile that everyone thinks is beautiful. We talk about Delilah's bright blue eyes that everyone always comments on. We talk about Harrison's long eyelashes and how those make him so wonderful. We talk about Dad's big, strong arms and those kind of things. So we just, in our family, talk about positive things. We talk about how each person is beautiful in their own way, and I just encourage my kids to look for beauty rather than look for flaws. The next way that I help my kiddos to be body confident is to talk about advertising. So we know that advertising out there is not real. As adults, we know that so much advertising is photoshopped. It's all over Facebook. It's just something that we are aware of, but I can tell you that I didn't realize that when I was younger. I didn't realize that Barbie was not an ideal body shape. I did not realize that my favorite pop stars on the cover of Teen Beat, that probably ages me, are not looking that way in their real life. Their skin isn't that perfect. Their waistlines are not that small. I didn't know that Photoshop was a thing, and even since I was young, it has gotten so much worse. So I think it's important to talk to your kids about, the power of advertising, the power of sexualizing bodies for advertising, and the power of Photoshop and images that are not real. So I like to show my kids advertising that show real bodies. I like to show my kids real bodies that are not in advertising. We watch a lot of YouTubers and we don't necessarily look at their bodies, but I look for people who look like real people. You know, we like to watch a lot of family vloggers. We like to watch a lot of strong, powerful women. That's just my jam. That's who we like to watch. And I always make sure that when I am vlogging, I'm not afraid to get in front of the camera even when I am not looking my best. So it's important to teach your kids what real bodies look like and to talk to them about what advertising is not. And the last tip that I have for promoting body confidence in your kids is to compliment positive behaviors. So anytime I see Delilah being a kind friend, I compliment that. Anytime she has done something in school that she's really proud of, I compliment that. Anytime she takes the initiative to do a chore around the house, I compliment that. So instead of saying things like, "You are such a pretty girl," or "That outfit looks so great," or that kind of thing, where I personally feel like bodies are used as compliments, I try to compliment her behavior instead of her body and her physical appearance. Of course, I told her she looked gorgeous on the first day of school. I mean, it's not like we have completely erased those words from our vocabulary, but just trying to notice behaviors and teaching our kids that they are much more than a package or a body to be looked at is a very important message to show to your kids, in my opinion. So I hope that you guys like this. This was a very requested video, so I'm really glad that I got to make it. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for me. That helps me out so much. If you are new around here, welcome. I'm so thankful that you're here, and I would absolutely love it if you joined us. It makes me so happy to meet new friends. So if you can hit that red subscribe button down below, that would make me so thrilled. It would put me right on over the moon. And if you are one of my subscribers that have been around forever, or if you just arrived and you are a new subscriber, I am again so thankful that you're here and you just rock my world. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing now without you. Oh, last thing, if you want to connect with me outside of YouTube, please check the description box below. I have all of my social media. I'm on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. I haven't done Snapchat yet, but I can if it's requested. So connect with me there. I share lots of stuff that I don't share on my YouTube channel, so you'll get to see other glimpses into our lives. And I let you know when I have a new video up. So go ahead and connect with me there. That would be awesome. Again, I love connecting with you guys and meeting new people. I've met so many people through YouTube that I would not have met otherwise, and it rocks my world. So thank you guys again so much for being here, and by the way, you guys, have fun today.